welcome back to Sarah and Lee, and you join us on episode 4 of our Scottish road trip. So if you've not seen what we've done in the first 3 episodes, why not hit that subscribe button so you can go back and have a look. So today we left our beautiful campsite in Fort Augustus, travelled about 30 odd miles, and now we are in Fort William. So we're staying at Glen Nevis Caravan Park, and we've booked a service pitch here. We're now here for the next 4 days. Have a little look at our pitch. It's very murky out there today, very grey and rainy, but I think it just adds to the ambience. Stunning pitch, really lovely, really good rates. We actually only paid for 3 nights and got the 4th for free, which was a bargain. So let me show you the camp. So we are staying in Homefield pitch number 12. This is a fully serviced pitch. As you can see, we've got electric there, grey waste and water, and then from the back of the van, look at that, magnificent. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. All the way around over there. Lee's just finished topping up with water, aren't you?
All done.
All done. So really big pitch. So this is the pitch here. Everyone has to park to the, is it the left?
To the right.
To the right. So from this side we've got the view over here. And then this is as big as the pitch is. And then you've got those beautiful mountains above us up here. So this is our field. And this is how big it is. So this beautiful view. So this here is the motorhome service point if you are not on a service pitch. And then in front of me there is the shop and the reception. These are some more of the camping field. So this one here is called Thistle Park, but as you can see, the views from this campsite are absolutely spectacular. So yeah, shop and reception. They've also got outdoor food cafe there as well.
So a very good morning and welcome to a very sunny and warm Mallaig. Sarah and I have travelled down to Mallaig this morning from Fort William. We walked into Fort William and we caught the ScotRail service in. We didn't get the Jacobite, I think that was pretty much fully booked, but we did use the regular, I'll say regular, but the normal ScotRail service that runs from Glasgow through Fort William and up to Mallaig. So absolutely stunning scenery. We've been through the locks and glens over the Glenfinnan viaduct, and we also saw Dumbledore's resting place, so we'll pop some footage of that in now. So our train back to Fort William isn't for a couple of hours. We've just watched the Jacobite depart, so that went out on steam and yeah, dead on time. But we're going to go and grab some lunch before our normal ScotRail service returns to Fort William at 4 o'clock. So I've got another couple of hours here. So, but it's a glorious day, absolutely stunning. The sea is absolutely gin clear here. So looking forward to having a look around Mallaig. So Sarah and I have had a lovely day today. It's been well chilled out, quite relaxed. We walked into Fort William, we caught the train off to Mallaig, and we were over the Glenfinnan viaduct. We even went past and saw Dumbledore's resting place just from the ScotRail service that runs up and down that line every day, a couple of times at least. And saw the Jacobite in Mallaig and got some good footage of that, and had some good old fish and chips and brought the train back. So, but somewhere in the midst of all that, Sarah and I just think it'll be a real shame to be within touching distance of Ben Nevis, and it is literally across the road, the start of the path, and not to attempt it. So we're going to give it a go. So we've popped in to go outdoors, and we bought ourselves a few bits and pieces, bits of equipment, and we're going to give it a go tomorrow. We've checked the weather, we've checked the mountain weather, everything looks good. We've got good walking boots, we've got good quality clothing. So we've bought ourselves a map of the area. We've just been studying that today, and got
yourself a new compass.
Got a new compass just in case.
You've treated me, haven't you? You've treated me.
Treated you.
Show them what you've treated me to. Not my reward at the top.
Oh, not the reward.
No, not the reward at the top. My treat.
So Sarah's got two walking poles because she thinks they'll probably help.
Well, I guess anybody that knows, that's been on the channel for a very long time, I'm waiting for a full knee replacement. So, these might help.
Yeah. So,
just got to try and work out how to use them. You have bought me a treat for the top, haven't you? But only if I get to the top.
So the gin bar at the top of Ken Gorm seemed to work well. So there's no gin bar on Ben Nevis, so we thought we'd take our own. So yeah, we'll give that a crack. So our plan tomorrow is to get up reasonably early and head off, and halfway up there's a lock, and we will get there, and if we're comfortable we'll carry on.
Well, you've kind of set a time, haven't you?
So I've got a time in my head, and if we're falling behind that time, not progressing particularly well, we will just turn around and enjoy what we've done and walk back. And if things are going well, then we'll continue and see what we're going to go. But we're not going to put any pressure on ourselves to get up it.
All depends on the dog.
Depends on the dog as well. So when we did Ken Gorm,
she ran up,
but we started at 600 metres.
Yeah.
Ben Nevis, you almost start at sea level, so it's a bit of a different beast. So we don't know.
We're not sure how much we're going to film, are we?
Not sure how much we're going to film, because we just want to concentrate on doing whatever we will. The camera's coming with us, so we'll get out underway tomorrow, see what it's like, make a decision as we go.
Yeah.
Not pressuring ourselves, are we?
No. So you probably can't see this very well, and what I'll do actually is, because we've got Ordnance Survey on our phone, so whatever route we take I'll be able to pop that on the screen.
But the plan roughly is, this is the youth hostel, so this is the campsite, there's the youth hostel, and there is a path that comes across the road from the youth hostel over the river.
Isn't it called the tourist path?
And this is called the tourist path. There's a short steep section that brings you up. This is the visitor centre here. There is a path that goes up reasonably steady, but that's nearly a mile away, so we'd be doing 2 miles before we started, and then we hit the path and come up round the corner of the mountain. You can't see that from the campsite, and then you get up to here, and that's where the lock is. Okay. Hang a right, and then the zigzag path straight up to the top.
Yeah, but what we found out today, what happens if you go too far this way?
If you keep walking, you'll fall off the edge, because it's basically a 600 metre cliff. So but this is the top, 11:45, and then just
13:45.
13:45.
Come on, it's not 11:45.
Sorry, at 13:45, and then we'll do it all again in reverse.
Yeah, so we've treated ourselves. We've bought some new tops, some new jumpers,
Some layers, basically.
Yeah. We've got loads of healthy food.
Yeah.
Loads of energy food. We've bought a couple new bottles of water, holders of water.
Yeah, we've got plenty of fluid to take with us. So we'll go to bed, get up, see what happens. Could all go wrong. We might decide that we're not up for it and just sit down and drink.
No, because you've told me that little crappy bottle of gin They don't have any of the good stuff.
You bought it.
Yeah, but Morrison's have no good stuff.
Well, let's go. Let's see. But we have to go to bed now.
I'm not going to lie, I'm shitting my pants. See you guys in the morning. So good morning, we are at 8:15 and we are about to start the big climb up Ben Nevis. It's very warm today, good conditions on the mountain. So we will next talk to you on the halfway point, which is a lock. Wish us luck.
So here we are. We've been going for an hour and 45 now, and we've made it to the lock. So we're well ahead of where we said our cut-off would be. Really, really steep. All path, but it's hard going in its steps.
Yeah.
It's like walking up a flight of steps. But yeah, we're currently just shy of 600 meters. So that's a mountain already, isn't it? So yeah, the next bit we've got to do is carry on up. We're at the lock. Carry on up. Then there's a steady incline that we can just see off in the distance, and then we hit the zigzags. So yeah, we're almost halfway, making good time. The day is fantastic. It's a bit hot if anything, but yeah, other than my sweat patches, I'm doing well.
And this is the lock. So we've made it. It took us, was it 5 hours or 5.5?
5 hours.
5 hours.
Bang.
It was very, very hard. Probably the hardest walk I've ever done in my life. Bella did really well. We've met lots of people. It's very, very busy. So we're now just sat having a nice gin on the top of Ben Nevis. You did. So yeah, we'll show you the views from the top. Absolutely spectacular. Weather's been glorious.
There's one problem.
I'm dreading going down. Honestly, normally I'm like, yeah, let's go.
It's like a granite staircase.
But yeah, really, really good. Very, very hot.
Gone 2:30. We've been up on the summit of Ben Nevis for about an hour. We're going to go down now and see how long it takes us. So they say it should take 75% of the time it takes to come up. So I'm expecting somewhere between 3.5 4 hours, and we should be back at Sophia. Let's go. So we last spoke to you yesterday when we were on Ben Nevis, and we got back to the van yesterday and we didn't pick the camera back up. In fact, we didn't do an awful lot. We were absolutely done in. We came down the mountain, and in total we spent 9 hours 59 minutes and something seconds, didn't we, according to the Garmin watch. So we were about 5 hours up and about 4 hours down, and we spent an hour or so, and it was almost exactly an hour, wasn't it, on the summit. I have to say that was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. and I think that was probably harder than doing a marathon, because that was steep up. We flew up the first half. The second half we slowed down a bit, but coming down was just horrendously slow, wasn't it, coming over those blocks. But the summit was absolutely stunning, spectacular views all around off Loch Linney, and into the distance, the Highlands. Yeah, so definitely worth doing. Definitely take up the right equipment. We saw people going up in shorts and trainers.
Well, there was that one couple that didn't have a coat, they didn't have any water, well, they didn't have a backpack, did they?
Didn't have anything, nothing at all. And Sarah and I, as you know, we had plenty of equipment. We got up, we were probably a little bit short on water. I mean, we got through it. It turned out quite warm, didn't it?
Yeah.
No sooner we got back to the van, and we saw the Coast Guard helicopter up there that was apparently rescuing someone off the zigzag path. So I think it's not to be underestimated, and it's quite shocking really how many times the Coast Guard and the mountain rescue teams have to go up there. So,
well, I had 2 bad falls, didn't I?
Sarah had 2 bad falls. I think you got a light sprain to one of your ankles, didn't you? Luckily nothing serious.
I think if I didn't have my boots.
Yeah, and I think that shows the difference between having walking boots and trainers.
I think it would have snapped.
Yeah, so I think, yeah, definitely not to be taken lightly. Certainly challenging. We can walk for hours on the flat, can't we?
Yeah.
Hours on the flat, but that hill going up and down, not underestimating the coming down actually. My calves this morning were on fire. So we had planned a little bit of a rest day, but in true Sarah&lee style, we didn't. We got up reasonably late. The dog especially wanted a lay in, and then we walked the 2 and a bit miles into Fort William, and we caught the train out to Glenfinnan, and we spent the day in Glenfinnan just sort of mooching around, and then got ourselves to the viewpoint up above the viaduct to watch the Jacobite return from Mallaig to Fort William. And we done it with a couple of thousand of our closest friends. I think there must have been about 500 people.
Yeah, it was busy.
The train, wasn't there? So what was funny is we were all waiting for the Jacobite to come back, and there was no steam engine, so it was being pulled by diesel. So I'm assuming the steam engine had gone US this morning, and because we'd seen it in the signs, hadn't we, as we departed Fort William, and didn't think that it would be.
You've just done rail talk there, US.
Unserviceable, sorry. And yeah, so yeah, it came back by.
Well, quite a lot of people waited, didn't they? Because it was almost like they didn't realise that the train had gone past.
They didn't realise that it was the Jacobite, but they do say on their website that it will be pulled by diesel if the steam engine has a mechanical problem.
Or the weather conditions are too hot for the steam.
Or the weather conditions are too hot. So, but what was quite funny is it was a class 47, and when I first started on the railway, those are the engines that used to pull me around when I worked on board. So that was a little bit nostalgic for me, to say the least. So yeah, we'll pop some footage in of Glenfinnan and the viaduct. And this brings to an end our visit to Glen Nevis, where we've been staying at the foot of Ben Nevis. If you've enjoyed this part of the series, please give us a big thumbs up, like and subscribe if you want to see more. For our next visit, we'll be heading off to Glencoe. We'll see you on the road soon.